Hi everyone, this is Pam from Bug Bite, and today I wanted to show you something regarding welding and hide and contour. Now this will not work on all the images, it'll only work on images which have the contour inside it. I'll show you in a minute what I mean. First, let's take a figure from, let's say, Snow Friends. So I know that I've got the cartridge, so I'll click down, go to link cartridges, and then I'll use the scrolling button and I'll choose Snow Friends, because I know that when I go to weld in this, the insides, when I weld the insides will not show. That is, if I want to make a, let us say if I want to make a shape card out of this, let's keep it at 6. And I will copy. To copy, I just have to select that and then go to the advanced menu and press on this double box, and I can paste that. So I'll just move it here. So to see that they are aligned, the shape cards, you don't want one above and one below. To check that, first tap on any one, go to the basics and look at this height here, the height of the y-axis, because you want it in the same height. Check that, select the other one and set that to the same number. It was 4.68. So I'll select that and it'll be the same number. Now when I group and weld and check preview, you can, and let me zoom, and I will use the lower button to pan or scroll, because that way the image will not move. When you use the top one, it will scroll for you, but sometimes it moves. So now you can see that the thing in red will cut and the thing which is in gray will not cut. But suppose I want the front, suppose this is the front of the card and I do want it. What I can do is, and I will copy just that image, just that, and I'll paste that. But it is moving, because I'll paste that, and I moved everything, so I have to do that all over again. Let me tap on the group button and just ungroup that and also unweld that. So that is not welded anymore. And now let me bring that down and check the height all over again. So this is 5.09, should be. Okay, now I've got that. I'll take this to the next screen. I'll go there, and as long as that is blue, if I press that, it will get selected. So I can also turn off the offending previous preview by pressing on this I button here. Remember, if you cannot reach it, if you try tapping on it and then go there, if you still cannot reach it, remember to recalibrate. Suppose you take this rabbit, so I'm selecting that and pressing on the hide and contour. Now you see the things in red can be hidden, but when you try to hide this outline, the swirls also will get hidden. So in this shape, when it is part of the contour, the insides are part of the contour, it's difficult to do what I'm about to do. But for this image, I'll delete that rabbit. But in this image, because the insides are separate, I can hide that. I'll just go to the hide contour, and what I'll do is go to the previous, or scroll and hide just the outside. I'll say hide and OK. So now the image is still blue. What I'll do is go to this layer and paste that hidden shape. You don't need to do it in a different layer. You can still do it on the same layer, but I did it because that way you can see clearly. Here you need to zoom, place it approximately where you want it, and align it. Usually when you're able to get a perfect align, you will see some yellow. The places where it overlaps, you will see it's sort of yellow. So please zoom as far as possible, zoom to the maximum, and then align it, keep it in blue, and then just group the rest. And when you go to advanced, you will see that the welding button is half welded. It should be half welded. So only then it'll work. You should not weld this figure also, because then it'll lose the insides once again. So when you try to copy, first copy and make sure that you unweld the copied image and then put it back. So now when I go to preview, you'll see that it's welded fine. And since what is inside is in black, because it is not welded, it is in black, it will cut. Only when it is gray, it will not cut. So this is how you can get the insides of most of the images. Just like I showed you in the rabbit, that rabbit won't have worked much. Let's do one more. Now suppose I need both the images. What I have to do is keep it selected, go to the next page and paste that image. Then I have to make sure that it's grouped. I will let it be grouped together. I'll not ungroup it, but what I will do is unweld this image. This image has to be unwelded, and I'll just zoom on it so that I can see clearer, and then select that image. You have to have this image in purple for the hide and contour to work, because it will work only on one image at a time. So I'll go to previous, it will hide that. I'll say OK, and then I'll tap once again on the next image and hide the contour. So I've hidden both. Remember, the trick is to unweld when it is, but to allow it to remain grouped, but unwelding it. So then I copy that image, go to layer 1 and paste that image and work on this image, because when you group and weld, working on the inside of the image is very tricky. So I'll first select it out of the way. I'll just tap inside so that it's zoomed for me, and then I will try to bring it so that I can see that green or yellow or whatever. Then I go to the basic, and then I will try to press everything. Now it's all grouped. I'll go to advanced. You don't need to group it. Actually, you don't need to group it as long as you place it. But sometimes, unknowingly, if you move the image, it is better when you group it, because if somebody else is handling your file, they might inadvertently move the image. So it's better everything moves together. So it's better to group it if you're sharing your file. Otherwise, if you're doing it, it's fine. Leave it as it is. You don't need to group it. See that it's partially welded. Check for that. It should be partially welded. And once when you preview and when you look, you will see that the inside is going to cut. It's in black. The ones outside are red. Since it's overlapped, you might not see that clearly, but you will see some parts showing. So when you zoom to the maximum, you will see that black. So it is going to cut. So this is how you get the insides of welded images. By using the hide and contour feature. Thank you for watching.